Revelation says that almost the entire world will give in, not because they stop believing, but because the pressure becomes unbearable. And then Scripture introduces one group, not described by power, miracles, or status, but by the one decision that they made when everyone else cracked. Revelation says that that decision is what separates them from everyone else. And once you see exactly what it is, you'll understand why so few people could make it. In this video, I'm going to uncover the mystery of the one trait that separates the 144,000 from everyone else. And it's not what most people think. Most people read Revelation as just a book about timelines. But Revelation itself tells you what the real issue is. Again and again, the dividing line is not just belief in of itself. It's who you bow to. The beast doesn't conquer the world by argument. He conquers it by demanding allegiance. And that's why Revelation keeps repeating the same contrast. Those who worship the beast and those who refuse. The 144,000 are introduced inside this conflict. Listen carefully to how Revelation 14 describes them. They follow the Lamb wherever he goes. No lie was found in their mouth. They were not defiled. They were purchased from among humanity. This isn't just power language. This is allegiance language. The defining mark of the 144,000 is not what they do. It's who they will not betray. And let's pause here, because this idea isn't just random. This is actually how Bible scholars read the text. One of the most respected scholars who studies the book of Revelation writes this: the issue throughout Revelation is not belief versus unbelief, but loyalty versus idolatry. The visions are designed to expose the true nature of imperial power as a rival object of worship. And this matters because the 144,000, they're not contrasted, if you notice, with unbelievers only. They're contrasted with all those who give in, even other believers. Another scholar says this about Revelation saints: endurance in Revelation is defined as faithfulness to God in the face of pressure to compromise one's allegiance, even when such faithfulness leads to suffering or death. And that is exactly what refusal to bow means. Revelation never asks, who understands prophecy correctly? It asks, who will stand when obedience costs everything? The pressure in Revelation is economic, social, political, and religious. Buying and selling, public conformity, social survival. The beast doesn't need to kill everyone. He just needs them to kneel. And the 144,000, they don't do that. And this is where things get even more uncomfortable. Most people don't betray Christ because they hate him. They betray him because compromise to them in that moment feels reasonable, and the pressure feels overwhelming, and their survival needs feel urgent. Revelation doesn't describe mass apostasy through hatred, but through accommodation. And that's why refusing to bow is rare. It's not dramatic, it's costly, and it's lonely. Now listen to this carefully. Revelation is not saying that only a few elite believers can be faithful. But what it is saying is that faithfulness is tested, not something that's just assumed. And the 144,000 are not an elite class by power. They're a portrait of uncompromised allegiance to God. They show what true loyalty to God looks like when it's no longer convenient. Every single generation thinks that it would stand firm, but Revelation is honest enough to ask, would you really? Not under persecution alone, but under extreme pressure to conform. Refusing to bow doesn't always look like martyrdom. Sometimes it looks like refusing false narratives, or rejecting corrupt worship, or choosing truth and speaking up when being silent is safer. That's why this trait matters even right now. So what separates the 144,000 from everyone else? It's not knowledge. It's not spiritual gifts. It's not visibility. It's refusing to bow and worship the beast. When revelation strips everything else away, this is the line that remains. And that's the question that the book of Revelation leaves with every single reader. When the pressure comes, who will you kneel before? Watch this video next, and I'll see you there.